wrote a lot of poetry during my relationship because I didn't always feel safe sharing my feelings with my partner. He would take it as criticism rather than my truth. So writing became a release, a way for me to validate my own emotions. He hurled his coffee across the windshield, dripping with hate, soaking me in shame. I ran in the house, covered in humiliation, worried about the neighbors gathering in gossip. Paper towel flapped in our hands. Like a white flag of surrender, I let go. Sunbeams cut through the window, reminding me of the lit stage outside. My hands clench and curl, begging for retaliation, but I don't give them permission. I claw my nails in my thighs and slide down the wall, slipping further into the space outside myself. Breathe and release. The front door flung open, pulling the plug on my restoration. He cuts me with a look, hits me with words, the undoable kind that damage your mind. The beast behind his breath is done. His shadow slips from sight. I struggle to remember what I did wrong, how I hurt him, or why he hated me. I couldn't remember, but what I'll never forget is how alone I felt that day. I accepted a lot of behaviors that were unacceptable because I was embarrassed and because it was important to me that people didn't lose respect for him. I loved his connection to culture, his soft side, and spirituality. But genocide of Indigenous people leading to intergenerational trauma is a part of Canada's founding fabric. And that mistreatment, both past and present, laid the psychological groundwork for anger, rage, violence, and dysfunction among our own. And we're still very much in the ripple effect of that wreckage today. I practiced a lot of patience because I know that hurt people hurt others, but that left me vulnerable. My partner had a knack for justifying his actions in a way that made sense, and often in a way that left me questioning myself. Most of the time we were great. He was thoughtful and loving and kind. He had a lot of admiration for me, and I craved that. I knew who we could be, and I put a lot of energy into that. But he was also easily agitated, causing discussions and arguments to be a chronic problem. They were draining, often petty, and always painful. Without even realizing, I started to think like him and double-check every little detail to avoid upsetting him. I started to say things like, "I don't care. It's up to you. I can do that. Sure, no problem. Whatever you need." It seems like self-abandonment, but it's actually self-protection because people need peace and emotional safety as much as food, water, and shelter. It's just that critical. The more I molded to his mind, the further away I got from my authentic self. And when you're silencing shame, energetically drained, and cognitively reduced on an ongoing basis, it's really easy to accept the love that's waiting on the other side of an argument. It's a psychological swinging door because the person who hurt me was the exact same person that could make me feel safe. I functioned well in public, but I was often mentally exhausted, and I know that hindered my creative spirit. Looking back, I don't recognize myself in a lot of ways. I'm intelligent, I'm driven, I'm a deep thinker, and I got caught. It was a wretched cycle, and it had to end, which was so challenging. Learning to build boundaries and hold a no isn't an overnight adjustment. It's a behavior overhaul that required supports and self-investigation. But once I started digging, I was obsessed with personal growth, finding my faults, and treating myself the way I deserved to be treated. I had lost my independence, and starting over again felt overwhelming. And I told myself there will be a lot of difficulties ahead, just to mentally prepare myself for when they arrived. And one of my favorite mantras became, no matter what, I will be okay. It's a really powerful statement because it's true. I am so grateful for my beautiful disaster. It caused me to make inner peace my mission, and that path reintroduced me to myself in a deeply loving and connected way. Colors are more vibrant, experiences are richer, time is more precious. My spirit is speaking, and I have learned to listen.